Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Smack Talk edition of the MKE Chiefs Cast. This Smack Talk is leading up into the AFC Championship, where your Kansas City Chiefs are going to be taking on the Buffalo Bills. Almost a flashback to 1993 Jim Kelly versus Joe Montana. My name is Chris, and with me I have superfan John Brecken with me today.
Welcome to, thank you for having me. Excited to
Yeah,
be.
John, great to have you. So, John, I'm going to give you the floor here. You can filibuster it all you want, but I'd like to get your take on why do you think the Bills are going to win this game?
Yeah, thanks for having me, Chris. I think this is going to be an exciting matchup. I am really, really excited for the fact that I keep getting this feeling that the Bills are being overlooked, that they are sort of a stepping stone for Kansas City just to get another Super Bowl. You guys, the Kansas City mayor, went out and jinxed you and started
Oh,
talking
Quentin
about
Lucas, no.
the parade already. So I don't know
Oh,
if I need to finish my 5 minutes. Basically, I think this game is over. I think the Bills are gonna just go through it. No, I think this is gonna be a great matchup. I think both teams are actually part and pair very, very well. They both have quarterbacks with Uncle Rico like arms. Both can throw it a quarter mile. Both are mobile. Both are just they're really, really efficient. I'm making the assumption that Patrick Mahomes is still playing, right? He's going to be there. I just it's pretty much a foregone conclusion. I think that's going to be the case. So, but this is a completely different game than in week 6.
mhm.
I think that was a pretty close matchup, but our defense is far superior than we were in week 6. We were without our key linebacker, Matt Milano, who's turned out to be one of the best coverage linebackers in the league right now. So I think with him having not been there, it was basically a pick your poison type game in week 6, right? So we had to
Mhm.
sort of choose. We're going to sit back. We're not going to let
Yeah.
things fly over the top of us, right? And so that just allowed your run game just to sort of run rampant. And we said, we're okay, we're going to let you do the run, and you
Yep.
guys did it. You guys did it. Edward Solaire, what I got it written down, 161 yards,
Yeah.
basically 60 yards per carry. That's not going to happen again this game. I think also the keys are going to be our edge pressure. What we did in Baltimore, I think,
Mhm.
is a good game plan for how we need to keep edge pressure around, keep Patrick Mahomes sort of in the pocket, force him to throw, and then just get him to sort of make those decisions.
Mhm.
Our defensive backs are playing, our safeties are playing very well. Micah Hyde's just playing, I think, out of his mind right now, and we're
Mhm.
our our success is nothing without our defensive coordinator Leslie Frazier is basically just
Yeah.
killing it. He's doing such an awesome job. The other key, obviously, I think our MVP should be Josh Allen. The guy is amazing, right? He's doing everything that you expect him to do. He from year after year, he's just gotten better and better, and this year has just been outstanding. The other MVP really should be Stephon Diggs, right? The guy is just amazing. Obviously, he played with a hurt oblique in the last game. He still had
Oh, wow.
106 catches and a touchdown. So the thing that I'm going to state right off the bat for us to really be successful against your guys' defense is I think Cole Beasley needs to be more active than he was in the game with Baltimore. He had been
Mhm.
on the injured reserve. He had come off. I just read right before coming on with you today, he got put back on the injured reserve.
Oh, really?
So I that's going to be a big concern. The other thing, we need to establish a run. Devin Singletary's playing really great. He is. I think our offensive line is giving a lot of good push for him, and I think we can move the ball a little bit. We don't have Zach Moss, and I would really, like you mentioned in '93, I would love to have Thurman Thomas back. Get us those 3 TDs, right? I maybe like
Oh
a
gosh.
not as old now, but
Yeah.
that would be
That
terrific.
that gave me
Um,
nightmares as a 12-year-old, I'll tell you. But yeah.
So the thing is yeah, and as you know about me, Chris, I'm an
Yeah.
actual sort of a Buffalo fan transplant. So
Yep.
I was like everyone else, sort of watching those '90s footballs from afar. But when I had moved to Buffalo and became a super fan there, I learned the legacy, I learned the pain, I learned it all. I learned the history and learned to respect it and love everything about Buffalo football. So um, I think this is going to be a really great game. But I think that the game plan and the way that we're clicking right now and the fact that we keep winning games in basically different ways, we're
Hmm.
just going to get it done. I think that's just a matter of how it's going to be.
Okay.
And if Chad Henne has to play, yeah, that game is not even a game. So
All right.
I don't know.
So I kind of feel like these are two teams that are almost looking in the mirror.
Yeah,
I think the defenses are played very similar. I think the offenses, there's going to be a lot more passes in this game because I do think the weather played a huge factor in both quarterbacks last time around.
yep,
Um, it's interesting. I didn't know Cole Beasley was going to be out because I was going to say Cole Beasley was going to struggle because of the honey badger, but we're
yeah,
not going to have
yeah.
to deal with that. But
I hope it's okay. He comes back, but that's like I said, just what I read.
yeah. Well, I'm gonna go with the assumption that Mahomes is playing as well. He's been pretty much a full participant in practice yesterday and
Mhm.
today, and as it's been said by uh, two tweets, like the Chiefs would not be practicing him in full unless they were confident he was going to pass the protocol. So I think we're going to get the matchup that I'm sure a lot of people want to see between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Um, I think the arm talent between these two are probably the best in the NFL. No
Yeah.
disrespect to Aaron Rodgers, but I think that they probably have the two best arms in the game. Um, Defensively, two excellent secondaries.
Hmm.
Um, I actually think the approach that Buffalo took in the first matchup was a very good one. It's just that, the Chiefs turned into the 1995 Nebraska Cornhuskers that night and just ran roughshod. But no, I don't think the Chiefs are going to try to take that approach in this game. I think they're going to probably, as they normally do, it's going to be a heavy pass run ratio for the Chiefs, and um, would not be surprised if it was for the Bills as well. It's really going to come down to which quarterback plays better, I think.
Yeah.
Um, So, as far as I'm going to predict, if it's Chad Henne, which I don't believe it will, I think that the Chiefs will probably struggle in a close game and probably lose a close game. With Patrick in there, I like them to win a close game just because um, I have yet to see Patrick Mahomes not come through in a situation where he was really called upon, especially in the postseason. And I just think that he's going to have the opportunity to win the game and he'll take advantage of it. But I do think that this is a great matchup. I do think the Bills are being overlooked, just like you said. Gosh, what if it wasn't for the Hail Murray play? I think what you would have won your last 12 games or 13. So
13. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So this has the makings of a really good game, and hopefully this does not end up like 1993 in Rich Stadium and for my benefit. But yeah, you got anything else you want to add?
Yeah, no, I just like you said, I think it's gonna be a really good matchup. I think both
Yeah.
quarterbacks are playing aside, I mean, Patrick's playing out of his mind. The reigning MVP. Josh Allen is playing, far better than he did in the first matchup. I
Hmm.
went back and I looked at the stats. I mean, he was only 14 of 27 in
Yeah.
that first game. And of those 13 misses, 7 of them were in the first quarter.
Hmm.
And there were 5 overthrows and like 3 drop balls. And one of
Yeah.
the overthrows was a wide open Stephon Diggs in the end zone. So I think it could have been the weather. It could have been some things. Experience obviously is on your side with
Hmm.
with Mahomes already succeeding as great as he has. but I'm not going to put it past Josh Allen and this Bills
All
team to
right.
really keep answering the call. And I think that they're playing with the chip, and I think they're going to win that close one.
All
I
right.
I I'm actually predicting it's probably going to be a 10-point win. I'm feeling that confident.
All right. I like it. Bring it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna take Kansas City by 4. I think they're gonna have a chance to go tie the game, but as normal, Patrick Mahomes doesn't settle for field goals in the last 2 minutes of the game. So
Yeah.
that's my prediction.
Sure.
But
It
yeah,
should be good weather, right?
well, a lot better than it was back in October. Yeah, I think both quarterbacks were figured out in the first quarter. Hey, probably shouldn't be trying to throw the ball 20 plus yards down the field. So I think the passing conditions will be much better.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be a fun one. So,
Yeah, it will. Yeah,
well,
it
thanks for
will.
having me.
Yeah, John, thanks for being on. And yep, for everyone out there, AFC Championship is going to be on at 5:40 Central Time for all you Chiefs fans, since we live in the Central Time Zone, not in the Eastern Time Zone. And again, as we keep saying, should be a great game.